Today I'm Cindy. I'm a customer support and product specialist here with Ada Lighting Advanced LED Lights for Automotives. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is actually our fourth live video and we're very excited. We're very excited we get to communicate with our customers, kind of give a little bit more information, more than we can do in our listings or even some of our videos. So we're very excited that we have this platform in order to help you guys take a look more of our items, maybe answer some questions. So if you have any questions, go ahead and send the message to us right there on the live chat. Our producer Kevin standing by and will let me know the questions as they come in. All right, so we're super excited today. So today's topic is going to be turn signals. Turn signal doesn't seem too exciting, honestly. So why am I excited? Well, turn signals is actually one of the only applications of its kind in your vehicle. It is a high intensity pulse current. And that's very different than any other application in your vehicle, like your high beams or even your brake lights, which is just a high intensity current. So with that, what are turn signals? Well, most of you will know what turn signals are, but turn signals are designed to help other drivers on the road see when you're going to merge into another lane or change lanes or turn left or right. It is there for safety purposes. It gives advance warning to other drivers on the road that you're going to go ahead and do something different than staying in one lane on the road. So turn signals don't seem really like a big deal, but you know that it is something required that you have to do when you're driving. You do have to turn on your turn signals to let other drivers know what your plan are for the next few seconds. So is that really something, really big you want to upgrade? In my opinion, yes. Because with turn signals, LED bulbs, you do get a lot brighter bulb, and it can actually let other drivers know that you are, merging or turning, and it's brighter, so it gets more attention to oncoming drivers. And what exactly is, what happens when you put an LED turn signal in your vehicle? Well, LED bulbs are low current. That is just the LED technology. It is a lot lower current than halogen bulbs. So at times, yes, when you upgrade to LED turn signals, you can run into a common issue what we call hyperflashing, or even an error code on your dashboard telling you the bulb is out. So with that, we do have items to help you those issues when you're upgrading your vehicle to LED turn signals. The most common thing is load resistors. We have these right here. So load resistors are pretty much little accessories that help consume power to generate enough power in order for your vehicle system to detect the bulbs correctly. Like I mentioned before, LEDs are lower current. So what happens when you put an LED bulb in your vehicle? It can tell you that the bulb is out. Now, that shouldn't be anything discouraging if you know some information beforehand. So hopefully that's what we're trying to do today, just give you a little bit more information. So yes, a lot of vehicles will require load resistors when you install LED turn signals, but they're pretty easy to install, and it's just something extra that just comes with the application for most vehicles. So when you put in an LED turn signal, it can show that it's hyperflashing, like blinking a little bit faster than it's supposed to, or telling you the bulb is out. So then we have load resistors. This is our universal load resistors, and these are our plug-and-play load resistors. It's a little bit different. They are a 50-watt 6-ohm load resistor, and load resistors and what they do is actually going to be another topic in our video. So make sure to follow us. Go on our page, follow us, so you'll have a notification when we're coming up with our next video. And topics like load resistors is going to be something we will talk about very, very soon, probably within the next 2 weeks. So if that's something you're interested in and you want to have a little bit more information, come ahead and take a look at our video. So we were just talking about was load resistors and turn signal bulbs. So with load resistors, again, these are helpful tools, items that you would use along with your LED bulbs in order to have them work correctly so your vehicle can detect them correctly. Right now we're going to look at two models of LED bulbs. Now, you might be wondering, well, what about the canvas bulbs? Well, canvas bulbs, we do have a few models available, but this is not what we're going to look at today. Canvas bulbs are available. They are different pricing, but this is bulbs if you're, these are not canvas rated. So these are the ones that, if you don't really want to use canvas models or you're not really interested in that, well, there is still another alternative. Or even if the canvas models maybe didn't work correctly in your vehicle, this is the alternative, and this is actually one of the most successful items that we have. So the first model we're going to look at is our ZES model. It's available in 3 colors. And let's go ahead and take a look. I'm going to open each one. Again, they come in a little black box, a little boxing, similar to most of our other models, similar to this, like brake lights and reverse lights. So the first one we're going to open up. I did open these up just beforehand to make it a little bit easier. But I have to struggle. It's red one, and I'll just put everything to the side so I have a little bit more room. Okay, let's open this one up. Again, similar boxing. Go. For later. Okay, and alrighty. So right away, let's go ahead and take a look at our ZES model. For the video, we went ahead and grabbed 3157 both sides. Now 3157 is honestly one of the most common both sizes you'll find. Like Fords, a lot of Ford trucks do use them. But it just depends on your vehicle. But for the video, like I mentioned, we're just looking at one both sides. So the difference in them, how they look, especially from the bottom, will vary depending on the size. So right here, this is what a 3157 looks like. It's a socket identical to a 3157 halogen bulb. So if you have an 1157 or a 7443, well, this will change. But what doesn't change is this top part here. This is what the ZES looks like. It does not have any type of projector lens or anything like that, but it is still really bright. It's actually 1500 lumens per bulb, so the total light output is 3000 lumens. It has a working wattage of 8.5 watts, and the chip type is ZES chip type. So we have 4 LED chips, one on each side, and then we have 2 LED chips on the top. So you get a full 360 light output. So if this is in your turn signal or even your side markers or your rear turn signals, you will still get a very nice bright light output and very good in notifying other drivers. So this is our red one here. This one is our amber yellow one, same thing. Has the chips all around with 2 on top, and the base color is yellow. It kind of actually helps you tell the color. I'm not sure if you can see with this video, but we have another video coming up. But the LED chips are a little bit different color. This is more like an orange neon color. This is a dark burgundy LED chip color. And then we have our last one, and this is actually our white color. Now, it's not white in the base, but it's just a model. And the LED chips are a little bit of like a light yellow color. And if you've been with us before, you know that I do like to mention the color of the chip, so like that you don't get any confusion when you do get these products and you open them up and you're expecting let's say white and you see a yellow chip. So just don't want to get you kind of scared saying, hey, I didn't get the right ones. So that's letting you know that the white color will have like a light yellow chip. It won't be a white chip. So we have these 3 models. Again, this is our ZES-30 SMD model. Usually here we just call it our ZES model. Okay, and right now while we go ahead and set up our live performance testing, I'm gonna go ahead and send you a video, kind of show a little bit more of the product, maybe answer a little bit more questions. If you have any questions after that, go ahead and shoot us a message. But I'm gonna go ahead and set up for the live testing so you can see firsthand the colors and the brightness. And we're gonna try all three colors as well. All right, so here's the video. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and test our red ZES color, which is this one here. Again, it is 1500 lumens per bulb, so that's a total light output of 3000 lumens. Let's go ahead and take a look. We're gonna go ahead and watch this side right here. And there we go. This is a nice pure red color. So this will be perfect if this is your rear turn signal lights. The rear turn signal lights are about, let me see here. Let's see if I can push this forward a little bit. See if you guys can see it. Oh, turn me?
Yeah, it's just,
okay.
We can't see the red color.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. All right. How's this one? Is this better? Okay. Alrighty. Let me know if you guys can't really see the color or anything.
Bright,
oh, they are really bright. So I have gotten some feedback about that. But you know, it just helps you guys see a little bit better. Okay. So like I mentioned, I'm gonna turn it off just in case it's kind of bothering the viewers. So this is the red color. It works perfect for your rear turn signal lights. So again, a lot of vehicles have the rear tail lights as also your turn signals, and they're behind a red lens. So of course you can always use the red model for that. Now our next one's going to be our white color. Then white color can also be used in the rear turn signals for, let's say, again, if you have behind a red lens, those will also work too. I think I'm doing something wrong. Give me one moment. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, I'm having technical difficulties again. And this just shows that we are really live. So, alrighty. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this one on. This is the white one. Let's go ahead. 3, 2, 1. There we go. So it's a nice pure 6000K xenon white. It might be a little bit hard to see the difference here, but like I mentioned, it's going to be a lot brighter than your halogen bulbs. That is a for sure thing. Again, this usually can be put in your rear tail light, even if it's behind a red lens. It will still be red, of course. It just be maybe like a pinkish red hue. The brightness difference, it won't matter between colors. So you can use a whatever color without trying to see if it affects the brightness. All of these models, for the ZES model, all these bulb sizes are going to be 1500 lumens. So that's no issue there. It's just your preference. Now, the most common one, of course, is the yellow color, and it can be used again for your front turn signals. Here we are. It's a nice amber color, so it's not like a gold yellow that you might have seen from our fog lights or anything like that. It is amber yellow, and of course it's the color that you typically see in the turn signals. You do have some vehicles that have the turn signals in the rear also behind a clear lens, and if it's behind a clear lens, then you would need to use an amber yellow. It can vary from state by state, the restrictions, but most of the time if you have a rear rear turn signal that is behind a clear lens, then you will need to use an amber turn signal. Just know that they're turn signals, so most of the time they're going to be amber. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and take this out. So that is a first hand at all three models. I'm sorry, all three colors in our ZES model. These are going to be, I want to say they're down in our carousel right now, but they're $22.99 for the pair. So again, our listings come in a pair. So you don't have to buy two listings and spend over $40 thinking you're only going to get two bulbs. One listing, $22.99. One pair. So you need your front, that's all you need. And all of these do come with a 1-year manufacturer warranty with us here at Eda Lighting. It's automatically connected to your Amazon order. Alrighty, so we have these out of the way. We'll come back to them in our last review. And the next thing I want to talk about is actually going to be turn signals as well, but these are already designed for the front. So our second product we're going to go ahead and take a look at is our 2835-28WY LED bulb, and this is actually a switchback bulb. Now, if you've been with us before too, you know that we talked about switchbacks in one of our earlier episodes, but those were switchback fog lights. So switchback turn signals are very, very different than switchback fog lights. Just want to make sure I get that clear, just because it doesn't work the same. Fog lights, the switchbacks were activated by a simple on and off feature. These are not. So this is again our 2835-20WY LED bulb, and they're 1200 lumens per bulb, so that's 2400 lumens for the pair, and they're 7.5 watts. So it is again a little bit less wattage than your halogen bulbs. But what is the switchback? So the switchback, what this does is DRL and a turn signal. So that means that when it's installed in your vehicle, you should already have the application set up that way. That means that your vehicle comes with your daytime running light or parking light with your turn signal already shared with one bulb. If your vehicle has your daytime running light as maybe your high beam or a different bulb itself, then this model is not for you. This is only when your vehicle already has your daytime running light and turn signal shared. So what happens is when you installed it in that type of application that's already shared your daytime running light and turn signal, that means that it turns white for daytime running light and the amber yellow for turn signal, and it's activated by high and low intensity. So low intensity should be your daytime running light, and of course your high intensity is your turn signal. That's always going to be your turn signal is high intensity. So when you get this type of bulb, you do have LED chips all around, and you have 4 LED chips on top, and it does have a projector lens. But if you see here, you do see there's 2 different types of LED chips on each side. There's 3 sides of them, and you have like a neon orange color and a light yellow color. So that is actually the neon orange is going to be your yellow color, and the light yellow chip is going to be your white color. And of course, you do have 3 amber bulbs on top and 1 in white color on top. But it will still give you such a great light output. Like I mentioned, this is actually 1200 lumens per bulb, so that's 2400 lumens for the pair. These are not canvas rated, so these are not non-canvas, and also non-polarity. So you would most likely need a load resistor for your turn signal application. So that means that once you install this, your daytime running light should be working correctly. It should be white, nice white color during the day. But when you activate your turn signal, you might experience a hyper flashing in a lot of vehicles. And so that's when, again, we come back to the load resistors. The load resistors are a 50 watt, 6 ohm resistance. And all they're pretty much doing is consuming more power. We have 2 different types. They're both still 50 watt, 6 ohm, but one is plug and play. So you have the socket and the connectors, and the other ones are universal inline resistors. You don't have any socket, anything like that. We do have T-crimp connectors, and pretty much you tap into the wiring, so the positive turn signal wire and negative ground wire. This is actually very, very handy. You have the T-crimp connector, so you don't actually have to do like splicing or cutting or anything like that. You just slide in the wires into the T-crimp connectors. Now, we do have more information about load resistors in our next videos. I want to say in 2 weeks, we're going to have a video for load resistors as well. One thing about load resistors I will mention right now is these gold bars, these are the heat sink. And just like anything that produces power, they will get hot. But these will get very hot. So you do see that they have little openings here. Do want to mount them on metal or just keep away from plastic or wires because they will get hot. So that is just an advisory there. It's also on our packaging, but you'll learn more in our next coming videos about load resistors. So I'm going to jump back here and look at our Switchback 2835-28WY. LED bulb, and it's pretty much, again, like I said, a switchback. Switches from white to yellow. White for daytime running light, amber yellow for turn signals. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot you a video, give you a bit more details, and we'll come back. We're going to go ahead and test it right here. Okay, let me see if we have everything ready for that. Alrighty, welcome back, guys. So I'm actually going to use a different testing tool. This is pretty much our own testing tool. So I'm going to go ahead and put it right here. This is our 3157 socket. So I just want to show you a little bit better. Maybe this helps you see a little bit better when I activate it. So again, the first thing it's going to be is the white color. The white is daytime running light. And it does have like a few second delay, but maybe 2 seconds, hardly noticeable. So this is the low intensity and this is the daytime running light function. And then when you say you're going to go ahead driving during the day and then you're going to have to turn, just go ahead and activate your turn signals and it turns to a amber yellow. Now our testing tool doesn't have that pulse, so you won't see it flash, but this is more just for the color. The flashing is exactly the same like any other turn signal, except when you have the hyper flashing, which is fixed with the load resistors. So again, let's go ahead and take a look at the white color. Again, just a few seconds delay. It does sometimes appear in vehicles. I myself know that because I do have this one as well. It does delay. I never noticed. It's probably 1 or 2 seconds. I never really noticed until maybe I saw a video of the car. And then amber yellow for turn signals. Alrighty. Again, this is 1200 lumens per bulb. So that is 2400 lumens for the pair. And like I mentioned, you do want to just take into account that a lot of vehicles, because of the system settings and the LED's low current technology, you may experience that common issue of hyper flashing and of course error code. In our listings, we do have that posted up there just because it is honestly very dependent on the vehicle's electrical system settings. So not all vehicles will experience this issue, even though it's not on canvas. Not all vehicles will have this, but there is a lot of vehicles that will not detect them correctly. And it's not anything to do with, there's just no defects or anything like that. It's just your vehicle's not reading them correctly and just needs a little bit help. And that's where the load resistors come in. So right away, let's go ahead and take a quick review. Is there any questions you have for us right now? Anything like that? Anything you want to go over or review? That's why we're here. So hopefully we can go ahead and answer the questions that our customers have. Nothing, producer Kevin?
No questions yet, but lots of comments, so keep them coming, everybody.
Thank you so much, and we truly, honestly, 100% appreciate your support. This is a new platform for us, so we're actually very excited, and we have fun every day, every single time we do these videos. So we hope that also shows and reflects onto you guys, and we love seeing your messages, your comments, anything like that. Just keep them coming, and we'll hopefully be doing this for a while, a long time to come, right, Kevin?
I hope so.
Alrighty, so we're just gonna go ahead and review. Like I mentioned, our first ones were our ZES models. These are it here. These are 1500 lumens per bulb, so that's 3000 lumens for the pair. Very bright, and they're available in 3 colors. So they're amber, red, and white. The bulb sizes that are available are going to be 3157s, 7443s, 1157s, 1156, and pretty much they're pretty much can be used in any vehicle. There's no restrictions. These are sockets. The base are identical to the original halogen base, as long as you get the correct bulb size. These are also located in our carousel right now, down below this video. Just make sure you go ahead and try to check for
How
coupons.
much was the question?
How much? They are $22.99 for the pair.
And then how much for the other bulb that we were featuring today?
The switchback.
2835. Yeah.
Okay, the switchback. Can you give me a little bit of help?
Yeah, we have them listed right now in our carousel.
Yeah.
For the low price, $26.99.
$26.99 for the pair. So actually,
$15.50 a bulb, 2 colors. You can't beat this.
exactly. So we did have them a little bit higher price. I do see that we have them a bit lower on Amazon, so that is perfect. 2 colors, so you don't. It's best for both worlds. I think somebody in our team right now is a Chevy Camaro, and they do have their daytime running light and turn signals shared, and they do use this model, and it looks pretty awesome because actually the color, the 6000K, does match a lot of our other fog lights and headlights, because we do use 6000K as our color temperature. So it's a nice overall cohesive look for the vehicle. It looks really nice, very, very sleek. And again, this one is 1400 lumens for the per bulb, so that's 2800 lumens for the pair. So if you want to look in comparison, once we get into the thousands lumens, so like 1500, 1400, that's automatically going to be about 2 or 3 times brighter than your halogen bulbs. Your halogen bulbs for your turn signals especially, they're not that bright. And you might not notice until you see them side by side. Hopefully, I do believe in our next upcoming videos, we're going to go ahead and show you guys also a comparison between halogen bulbs and LEDs. This will help you see really the big difference for you guys. Alrighty, and like I mentioned, turn signals are a really great upgrade. They're a small application, and this video was really meant to just let our customers know that.
One more question we got coming in. Do we ship internationally?
We do ship to a lot of international countries, but pretty much it's ultimately based on your Amazon account. So Amazon will let you know if that item is deliverable to you through our Amazon. But from what I know from through Amazon, we do ship worldwide. Alrighty. So again, like I mentioned, we just want to make sure let you guys know that even though a bulb is not canvas rated, still doesn't mean it's not something you can use in your vehicle. You can use them in your vehicle. And again, like I mentioned, maybe not all vehicles need this extra help. When you do need it, that's why we have these available also on our Amazon store front. These are, I believe, $8.99 for the pair, and these are about $19.99 for the pair. So it just depends on what you're really trying to use. But if you do have questions or anything like that, you're not really sure which to use, just go ahead and send us a message, and our customer support team is standing by to help you all the time.
How often do you run across people running into hyperflashing with these bulbs? You take a lot of calls on this.
Yes, we are.
Is it often, or is it a specific vehicle more often than not?
So it's not really, it's really hard to say it's a specific vehicle, but we do get a lot of calls that, what's happening? My bulbs, something's wrong with them. And we just want to go ahead and make this video to let you know, most of the time there's nothing wrong with them. It's just a hyperflashing common issue that does happen, unfortunately, due to your electrical system setting not detecting the low current of the bulbs. That actually does occur in a lot of different applications, like your headlights or fog lights, but it ultimately is dependent on your system settings. So you might see this, if you do get these models, you might see that issue, but that's why we're doing this, because it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with them or they're a bad model. It just means it might need something extra. And that's when we have these little handy dandy tools.
I don't mean to put you on the spot, but
Yeah.
off the top of your head, do you know how much the decoder will cost?
A decoder?
Yeah, one of those.
Oh yeah, these are $8.99 for the pair. Yeah,
For a pair.
$8.99. Exactly. You if you have just a front turn signal, one bulb on each side of your vehicle, you just need one pair. So these are $8.99. These are universal inline resistors, and you won't have any fitment issues or anything like that, or have to worry about it, because these actually tap in directly into your positive and negative ground wires. And it's honestly very easy. They even come with small little screws here to give you all the things you need in order to set them up correctly in your vehicle. And like I mentioned, the gold bars do get hot. The team member with the Chevy Camaro, she's had them, I want to say, a few years already.
Yeah.
And she has the resistors in there, and she did them herself. And she really didn't have any idea how to do it. So it's something that anybody, no matter what's your level in this,
I can tell you that my level is awful. I'm not a geek person, but I personally use the plug and play ones, and it can't be easier. You
Yes.
unplug the old bulb, you plug this in, you plug the bulb right into the socket. It's plug and play. You mount it to your car. The
Exactly.
screws come with it. I had it done in less than 10 minutes for each side, and it was really super easy to install.
Yes, so the plug and plays are there for the convenience of not needing to do anything like tapping in. And it just again, there is restrictions on using this depending on your socket type, like CK socket. They're not compatible for CK sockets. But like I mentioned, more information about resistors are coming up in 2 weeks. So just make sure you follow us so you can catch us and while we explain and talk about everything resistors.
What's happening next week? We've talked
Next.
about 2 weeks. So let's talk
Yes.
about next week.
So I was about to say that. Next week we have a very special live video event. And we're going to go ahead and have a co-host with me. And we're going to go ahead and talk about Canvas. Now, that word has been thrown around all over the LED industry. And you see that on listings. We've mentioned it a couple times before. We touched the surface of what Canvas is. So next week, we're going to talk about everything of Canvas. What is Canvas? What does it mean? What does it use? How does that affect LED bulbs? And why should you know what Canvas is? That's all going to be next week. And also, it's the first day of fall. And we're going to talk about what's going to be best while, fall season is coming. That means darker nights, more driving in during the night, everything like that. So we want to
It's
make
dark
sure.
early.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
gonna be dark by 4 o'clock. going out.
Exactly. So especially a lot of people when coming out of work, it gets dark. So we want to make sure that you have the right information or good information to have your vehicle ready for the fall season coming up.
Well, we've got a loyal viewer here, an Amazon customer. They love our videos. They've had some troubles with other companies. They love that we're very knowledgeable, and they have a question for you.
Okay.
Are there video tutorials for installation, or should they just call us?
No. There are video for installation. On the Amazon listings, there's also a video section that shows you installation as well. So for each of the, especially for load resistors, they do have video installation. So that is something that you don't have to worry about. You won't be alone. If you do need us, go ahead and let us know. We'll be here to help.
And I can tell you for sure, because I've done them, there's installation section for every bulb.
Yes.
So click on that video on the Amazon
Exactly.
link, And at the end of the video, there's a short section on how to install them. It's basic, so if you need more, Cindy's here to help.
Yes, and my team's here to help as well. Like you mentioned, we do have a video on every single listing. And again, it's a very basic, straightforward installation because most of these are honestly nothing different than if you're replacing your original halogen bulb. You pop out your old bulb, put the new bulb in. So it really should be very standard, very same type of processing from a halogen into an LED for these type of bulbs. But if you do run into any issues with your housings or something's not working right, just go ahead and let us know, send us a message, and we're here to help. And like I mentioned, all information is on Amazon. You can check out our Amazon page. You also have our contact information there, and check out our carousel for today's items. And if you have anything that you want to see in any future videos, say you're looking at one product, you really don't know what's the difference between a few other ones, just go ahead and let us know. We'll try to make that happen for you guys. Alrighty, so that pretty much
Make sure to tune in next week. It's going to be amazing.
Yes, we're very excited. Again, like we mentioned, we're already going to get into what is Canvas, and I think it's going to be very helpful for anybody who's thinking of LED upgrades or who's already done LED upgrades and still kind of left like, why did I get Canvas? Or should I get Canvas rated bulbs? So that exactly is the reason why we're doing next week's video. And of course, it's the first day of fall. Fall is my favorite season here, so maybe that's why I'm very, very excited that fall is coming, and we're just gonna have fun with that video. Again, we're gonna have a co-host. It's one of my associates, and she's also very knowledgeable, and that'll be helpful for us to kind of give you all the information we can.
Oh, any coupons or promotions for these bulbs in the carousel?
Yes. In each listing, there should be a little section right after it says the price. You should see something that says coupon or save $10 or check coupon. Go ahead and click on those because you are able to save money in a lot of our products through Amazon. So is there anything else? Any more questions?
I think that's it for now.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. It was a little bit earlier time than our other videos. So if you want to make sure that you follow our page, I know I said that like probably 1,000 times already in this video, but just follow our page so you will have notification of when our next video is. But just a heads up, our next video, the one that's the fall special, that one's going to be Wednesday. Next Wednesday, September 21st.
What time are we trying to do that one?
I do believe around this time as well.
Around
Saying,
this
yeah,
time.
10 a.m.
Check in next Wednesday, everybody.
10 a.m. Pacific time, sorry. Yeah, so wherever you are, it's 10 a.m. Pacific time. We're located in California. So I think that does it. I will see you guys next week. And just make sure you let us know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you next